cloned. Amazing. Um, I don't know too much about the cloning, but I think it has to be done with a stem cell or something like that to create the clone. I know that I guess a sheep has been cloned, a cat, a dog. I mean, there's been a few things cloned that I know of. I've been sitting here doing my research on cloning. You know, this Clone USA or Clone Aid. You know, you got these musicians saying that they're second generation, third generation clones. Um, Come on, man. Listen, man. You know, I know that these guys are entertainers. I know that these rappers and shit out there are kind of unique. You know what I mean? You know, with the facial tattoos and the crosses and, you know, the little scriptures and the shit that they get written on them. You know, little tiny things that you need to pay attention to. You know what I mean? When it comes to someone claiming that they're cloned. Now, you know, you see these before and after photos of these artists on YouTube that these other vloggers are doing stories about. Me, I'm just straight raw video. I don't edit anything. I don't put up shit. I don't have a green screen behind me. I don't have that technology. I'm just coming out of my mouth to you people that are subscribers to my channel. And I'm just trying to get a basic conversation started here about Kid Buu, Trippie Redd, Gucci Man, and a few others that are claiming to be clones. So, I honestly don't believe for 1 second that you can take, you know, a chromosome or a fucking some DNA or a stem cell or some blood or a piece of skin or whatever, and you put it on a, you know, a slab and look at it, or stick it into some kind of chamber, and a human being grows from it in a few days, and then bang, you know, a month or two from now you got a full grown, you know, operative human being with working organs inside walking around, you know, instead of the real person walking around. I mean, come on, man. Stop! You fucking people need to stop with all this bullshit cloning of human beings that are fucking rappers and shit, man. You fucking stupid asses need to stop with the dumb shit. Straight up, man. Cloned. I'm fucking third generation clone. You're not funny, man. Trippie Redd. Just a dumbass, man. Cartoon characters that have come to life. To me, that's what I look when I see Trippie Redd, and I see Tekashi 6ix9ine, and I see Triple X, and I see fucking Kid Buu, and I see fucking, you know, who's the other one? Khalifa, and there's a bunch more, man, that are all weird looking fucking people, man. You know what I mean? What's the other dude's name that's cursed right now? Fucking Post Malone, another clone. What's it cost to get cloned? Does anybody have a general idea what it costs to clone a human? Please let me know, because I wouldn't mind being cloned myself. You know what I mean? I'm sick of being me. Let's add some more tattoos and create this 50-year-old rookie rapper. Can we do that? Can you guys make me fucking famous too? How about that? How about we don the glasses, shave the head, get the goatee going. We'll put some fucking tattoos up on my head, on my fucking eyes. You know what I mean? On the side of my cheek, down my ears, down this, you know. Let's just do myself up some writings and shit across my head. We'll get my head tattooed, get something badass on the head. Make me a superstar, man. Put me out there, man. Make me look younger. If you can clone a motherfucker, then can you keep me looking around 30? You know, 29, 30, I'm happy. I don't want to age. I don't want to get wrinkled skin. I don't want to start bumping my shit up against stuff and my skin start ripping when I'm in my fucking 70s. Pushing 80, you know, my grandfather used to bump his arm, bruised, skin gets all wrinkled up, man. You know what I mean? Just not happening. I mean, I want to be cloned. I mean, so, you know, if anybody has any information out there on where I can be like a test dummy, you know what I mean, a science project, you know what I mean, a walking billboard, because that's what it looks to me like. I mean, every one of these rappers, I've been looking at their tattoos. Just in case they are, from Clonade or wherever that place is called, there's got to be a marking on them somewhere. You know what I mean? I noticed these little crosses and, you know, certain little things that's tattooed on them, you know what I mean? So on the hands and shit, man, you know. Like you guys know I was busting on Tekashi 6ix9ine with 6ix9ine, 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 all over his fucking body. All right, we dig it. We understand your name is 6ix9ine. You know what I mean? But you gotta fuck around and you might as well just go ahead and fill out the rest of your body. Get your legs tattooed. You know what I mean? Get your neck, you know, more. You know, get everything done. Get your whole, shave that fucking stupid ass looking haircut. And just shave your head and then tattoo your head too. Get cloned. Now, can we Chinny get cloned? Maybe we can get Chinny cloned. You know what I mean? Clonade. What do you think, man? Kid Boo says he's cloned. All right? He don't know where he is. You know, but the clone says he doesn't know where he is. You know, like the clone says. Like Kid Boo says, I don't know where Kid Boo is. I'm just a clone. You know what I mean? I'm just out doing what I've been programmed to do, and that's play the music, rap, write. That's what I do. The real Kid Boo, named Francis or Robert or Billy or whatever his name is kicking back, you know, raking in the money too. He's getting his cut. So he can just chill, you know, with Pac and Biggie. They all down there in motherfucking Malaysia. You know what I mean? Cuba somewhere. You know, like Suge Knight said, he probably puffing on a cigar somewhere. You know what I mean? But I don't understand, man. Michael Jackson too. Everybody's alive. Ain't nobody dead. Man, ain't nobody dead, man. You know, Michael Jackson alive, Tupac alive, Biggie alive. They all alive, man. They all hanging out, laughing. They're in a country where there's no extradition laws. You ain't gonna get extradited. You can stay right there. Live in your grass hut, drive your four-wheelers all over the island. Motherfucker got so much money they could probably have a Walmart built and not even have employees in it. Just stock the whole entire Walmart and let them dudes just go get whatever they want whenever they want. Might have a house built inside a Walmart. You know what I mean? Some crazy shit, man. That'd be kind of cool, right? A house inside a Walmart. So, Kid Boo. I'm just writing some things down, you know what I mean? Like, oh, yeah, and everybody, you know, if you can, I can't, because I'm broke like a motherfucker. But if you guys can help out Big Kaz, man, he's got a video up, you know what I mean, where, you know, he's got his GoFundMe account up, you know what I mean? We all know that he's not feeling well, and he's sick, you know what I mean? And he could use, you know, some medical attention, and his bills need to be paid and shit like that, man. So, you know, support the big homie, man, in Texas, you know, and show him a little bit of love. And try, you know, to send them a little something, put something in there. You know, homie, listen, man. I ain't lying. I got it right here. I think I got it right here. Let me see if I got it right here. Man, I better have it in here. I'm trying not to get lost in the soul. Yeah. So, trust me. If I hit, he's taken care of. Straight up. A lot of people. It's only $12 million. So you know out of that $12 million, Cali going to go ahead and take at least 5 or 6 of them. You know what I mean? They're going to take at least half my money. You know what I mean? So I would still get 5 or 6 mil out of, you know, 20 million or 15 million or whatever it's going to be by the time they do the drawing. But, you know, I get one. The dude, I walked in with $11 yesterday. I was going to get all $11 in gas. He said, you know, 11's like a lucky number, man. He said, you should put 10 in the gas tank and spend $1 and get yourself one of them Cal Autos. All right, man. Give me a Cal Auto ticket and $10 in gasoline. I'm down with that. You never know. You got to play to win, right? If a buck can win me 12 mil, I'm taking it all day long. Taking it all day long. But talking about everything under the sun, so anything in the sun's path. These artists that are, you know, I'm cloned. You know what I mean? I'm a second generation clone. I'm a third generation clone. You know what I mean? Is mind boggling, man. To actually think that they would go ahead and come out their mouth with that crazy shit. You know what I mean? Now I can't sit here and tell you that I know for sure that it's bullshit because I've never seen anything cloned. I've never seen video footage of anything that's cloned. And if there is, I'll go search for it when I get off here. But I ain't never seen nothing. I've never seen a human being walk out of a clone facility and shit with the person that he was cloned. Like, just to say, me, for instance. I go in, and then I come out with two people. It don't work like that, man. I just don't. If you believe that they can take some skin, a little bit of blood, a tooth, you know what I mean, fucking any kind of a stem cell and shit, they're gonna remove the stem cell out of your fucking brain, out of the back of your neck and shit, and create you, bullshit. So let's just say that you could draw some blood, and you could start with just the blood, or some skin, or maybe a piece of an organ. How about a rib? How about we give up another fucking rib? You know what I mean? Ain't woman supposed to have one extra rib than what we got? I mean, didn't, God take a rib from man to create woman? I mean, that's what I remember reading. I don't think she was here first. I think Adam was the first one that was created from the dust. But he took a rib to create the woman. I mean, at least that's what we've read. That book, Under the Sun. That book's in the path too. Shine some light on it. Book gonna get hit with some light. So first thing I want to talk about, because I'm gonna stay live here for a little while, man. I've been getting on and getting off and not staying on too long. But Kid Boo, Trippie Redd, and a handful of other musicians are all claiming that they are clones. Now, ain't nobody from the music business stepped up to the podium. There hasn't been some big ass press conference, to announce that, Kid Boo, Trippie Redd, and Tekashi 6ix9ine and all these other cats are clones, because we know it's bullshit. I mean, I've seen video footage and pictures of Tekashi 6ix9ine before he became Tekashi 6ix9ine, Mr. Daniel Hernandez. He's not a clone. As far as Kid Boo and Trippie Redd, don't know who they are. I have to Google them to find out what information I can find on these guys and who they are, like Fatboy SSE. Now, I checked him out. I hit his net worth. He's worth $400,000. I want a lot of people to understand that when you see, Fatboy SSE giving away $50 bills and giving away money, that's probably money he made at the show. He don't give a fuck. He don't care, man. You know what I mean? And that's good. It helped explode his Instagram. He's a comedian too. You know what I mean? Apparently his dad is a comedian. You know what I mean? So, and then, he's got music. I mean, I haven't listened to one song from Fatboy SSE. But when I first seen him, I was under the impression that he is the kin of one of the Fat Boys. You know what I mean? Like, did one of the Fat Boys in the 80s have a child, and this kid's done grown up, you know what I mean? And this is Fatboy SSE. So then you can also find out what the SSE stands for. But anyway, he was streaming live last night on Instagram. I had about 600 or 700 people at one time on, watching him, check him out. That's not too bad, you know what I mean, for a dude that's only worth $400,000. You know what I mean? And he just likes to go around and hand out money. Now, he would probably have a little bit more money if he wouldn't give out so much fucking money. I mean, it's good to go blessing people, pulling up the schoolyards and shit like that, handing out $50 bills out the window. That scares me. You know what I mean? That scares me because people see that on video and they know, hey, this motherfucker shows up. He's always got a knot of money in his motherfucking hand. You're going to get some thugs that don't give a fuck about you and that hate on you, and they're going to reach in that motherfucking window and they're going to fuck around and pull another XXX. You better watch your ass, boy. You know what I mean? Walking around, keeping the window down in the SUV and handing out money. That's why they robbed XXX. They robbed him because they knew he had a lot of money. He was in there looking to buy 2 motorcycles. Not one, but 2. And he had $50,000 to cover himself. There's another thing I want to speak about. It's XXX winning Best New Artist, Best New Rap Artist at the BET Awards. That's totally great, man. That's amazing, man. You know what I mean? 18.5 million followers. He might even have 40 million fucking people that now. I have to go look and see what his how many people are following him now on Instagram. Well, I know it was an insane number of 14 million plus. You know what I mean? So congratulations to him for winning the award, and there's more coming. Most likely he's going to get a Grammy, or he could be nominated for a Grammy. Might not win a Grammy. The record 17, I don't even think it's come out yet, but it's going to be dropping soon, so it's going to, should be good. The Question Mark album, I've listened to it. He's a unique rapper, man. I'm not going to lie, man. I mean, I'm shocked that there were actually people out there that felt this man's music, man, because if you would have shown me video of Triple X Tentacion, or even let me listen to his music, I would have taken his CD and chunked it out the window. I would have been like, what the fuck is this crap? You know what I mean? And right out the window, like I did Kid Rock's, you know, ba da ba da bang a bang diggy diggy. I threw that fucking thing right out the window. I went and got it because I just wanted to hear it. You know, here's this Kid Rock, Detroit motherfucking rapper, rocker. Boom, boom, boom. Got the album. Me and my boy popped it in. Before it went through the first 2 minutes of the song, we ejected the CD and chunked it out the fucking window. So, you know, and then I kept listening, and then I just kept listening. I just let the record play, you know what I mean, on YouTube. I just let it play, you know, listen to it again, listen to all of them, and the dude was unique, no doubt about it, different, very different. I don't know what it is about these Southern Florida rappers, but there must be a clone center in Florida because Triple X is from Florida. I think Kid Boo is out of Florida. Then you got that one brother with the teeth in his mouth and shit, wearing rags on his fucking head, can't speak a bit of English. You know what I mean? He's just all fucked up when it comes to talking. And so apparently he was raised in the woods. And this motherfucker ain't got no fucking communication skills. He's got no, you know, proper grammar. I mean, what is it with these people, you know? Bad Baby, Danielle Bergoli. She got the worst grammar I've ever heard. And then there's dumbass Woe Vicky. She's got probably the second worst grammar. Now, she's even worse than Danielle. I mean, all these motherfuckers from Florida are slow. I'm straight up, I'm going to be honest with you. These motherfucking rappers and these celebrities that have blown up out of Florida, Dade County, Florida, near Miami and all that shit, or wherever Dade County is, Central Florida, I don't know where the fuck, Miami, I believe, are weird. Rap style is a little different. It's kind of like, I mean, I know there's a big Cuban influence and shit in Southern Florida, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of, you know, a lot of Cubans and shit there, a lot of, you know, people from the Dominican Republic, you know what I mean? A lot of Colombians, a lot of people live there, you know what I mean? So, you know, these suburban neighborhoods or these ghettos and shit in Florida where these rappers are getting CDs or making these beats and shit off the, I mean, you can download an app and create beats and shit and make a record. Maybe that's what I should do. Chinny Chinless needs to put an album out. The Hardcore Street Thug Gangster. That's what I was going to call it. Or the Adventures of Chinny Chinless. Or just Chinny is the name of the album. That's right. Chinny. C-H-I-N-N-Y. Chinny. Bang. Let's do some Chinny songs, you know what I mean? So... Alright, so what do you people think? I got no fucking viewers, I got no thumbs up. So ain't nobody giving a fucking shit about me talking right now. Then again, everybody's working too, so. But that's basically all I gotta say, man, is that I don't believe 100% in this cloning thing. You know, I mean, and then there's Gucci Man. Now Gucci Man, he was the first person that I had heard that had been cloned. I was like, we all remember the fat belly Gucci Man, overweight, you know what I mean? Fucking the snow cone that he had tattooed on his face prior to being cloned, you know. We can talk about the tattoos too. He don't have that cone on his face right now, apparently. I haven't seen any up-close pictures of Gucci Man's cheek. But that cone, that ice cream cone, because he had a necklace at once. It had an ice cream cone hanging. That ice cream cone, I don't think is on his face. Just like Triple X had a tattoo of a watch, a pocket watch, tattooed on the side of his face. Now, if he was sitting in the driver's seat, tattoo was on his left cheek, which it shows in a lot of videos that it's on his left cheek, is absolutely not there when you see the picture of him in his car with his head leaning back. You do not see that tattoo on his face. So, you know, that leads me to the whole faking the death thing and all that shit, and, you know, and how quick a funeral happens. It's like, if you're going to fake your death, then guess what you want? You want your funeral arrangements to already be set up. So the minute that you die, you know what I mean, within a couple days later, you're buried. No autopsy report comes out. Or it does come out, and guess what it says? Died of a gunshot wound. I mean, it wasn't suicide. He was shot. You know what I mean? Motherfucker. He was shot. Now, I looked at one photo of him, and it was the video footage that surfaced of the guy walking past the car with the door open, and you can see X in the seat. If you looked right behind the back of his neck for a split second, you can see a fucking puddle of blood. So he was popped in the back of the neck, and the bullet went down inside, and it took his life. All right? That's from a crime scene investigative what can I say, what word am I looking for, that vision that you see, that when you're looking and you're observing something, you know what I mean, and you know when they were on the scene, you know, they pulled the hoodie a little bit, you know what I mean, they probably saw the bullet hole in his neck. He bled inside his clothing. See, a lot of people are like, where the blood at, man? Where the blood at? Listen, you dumb motherfuckers. He had a shirt on. He had a fucking another shirt on. He had a hoodie on. You know what I mean? A zippered up fucking jacket with a hoodie on it. So if you get stuck back here, pow! It ain't like it came out his neck. They shot down. They laid that motherfucker on. Boom! You know what I mean? And it went down inside, man. And that's it. When that bullet goes in, even if it was a 22, it can hit the bone in the shoulder, come through the neck. It might come out over here. Those bullets go in and ricochet off of bones, and they just come out wherever when they stop. But he was popped with a 38, I believe, or fucking a Glock 9, you know what I mean, which would have been a 38 slug, you know, or a 38 shell, or 45 caliber or something with 38 caliber. I just know that's why a lot of people were like, how come we don't see no blood? Because he bled in his body, and what blood did come out? Now, see, he's sitting up. Listen, guys, he's sitting up. Now, we all know that if you get blood taken out, like I did yesterday, when they take the tourniquet off your arm and they put the fucking, you know, the cotton ball under it, they tell you not to bend. They tell you to lift your arm up above your heart. Blood has to go back to the heart. I mean, so if he's sitting there in the vehicle, you know what I mean, if he'd have got shot in his rib or shot in his stomach or in his chest, it would have came out and would have soaked his jacket. But he got popped in the back of the neck. The bullet went down inside, probably pierced his spine. It might have paralyzed him, crippled him right then and there. Even if he would have survived, there's a good possibility that he would have been paralyzed because he got shot back there. So, you know, it's a bad situation, man. But when you think about it, you know what I mean? Like, you know, we all see I think it's called a mausoleum or something. It's where, you know, you're not buried underground. You're above ground, but you're in like a little building. And we all see XXX Tentacion and his real name there. Every day somebody goes there and lays flowers down or sits on the steps and they cry, you know what I mean? They explain to their kids who this person was, you know what I mean? And, you know, and how, you know, much of an influence, you know, he's going to have, you know what I mean, on other, you know, rappers in the future and all that shit. So it's a weird thing, man. This music business is a weird business, man. You know what I mean? You got artists out there, man, who I'm surprised are still around. You know what I mean? Especially with all the shit that's going on. And it's kind of quiet right now. You know what I mean? Out here in Los Angeles, you know, it's kind of quiet. Demi Lovato is the last person to really, you know what I mean, get involved with the whole drug, almost overdosing type thing. So, you know, and now she's apparently doing good. She might be at Passages in Malibu. She might be, you know, wherever she is, she should be doing fine. She could be back home for all I know. But it's kind of quiet, and it's getting close to the end of the year. So, you know, I had put out a list of celebrities felt as though would not make it till the end of 2018, and one of them was Aretha Franklin. I did it not too long ago. I put it out there, you know, a list of those that I felt as though could possibly pass away, but before the end of 2018, which those artists were all artists in their 70s and shit like that, late 60s, 70s, and early 80s. So, out of the 20 names or the 10 names I put up, I X'd one of them off, and that's Aretha Franklin. There's still a handful others out there, man, that are not doing so great, including George Bush. You know what I mean? So, these motherfucking helicopters, man. But anyway, so I also sit back and I wonder, like, why? You know what I mean? Other than the fact that when an artist passes away, we all know that record sales go through the roof. They make more money dead than what they are alive. Now, we can talk about that whole you're worth more dead than what you are alive. You know what I mean? So, and we've all discussed, that topic before. But when you have an artist who at one time was pushing out 250,000 records in a 6-month period, 500,000, a million, 2 million or 3 million records, and all of a sudden, the next album doesn't do so great, cost the music business or the industry a lot of money. You know what I mean? You went and made money on the tour because that's where you make your money. The label gets the record sales. They get everything else. They even get a cut of your tour money. You know what I mean? But you still make bank being on the road and touring. So, when you take that money and you save it, you'll have something to fall back on as you get older in this business. And, and another good thing with these artists that are young, and when I say young, I'm talking 30s, you know what I mean, which is not young, but to me, I'm 50, that's 20 years younger than me. So they're younger, generation musicians that are doing good. Then you got your one-hit wonders. You got musicians that, put out a record and they have one hit song on it. The second album flops, the third album flops. They might come out with a banger on the fourth, but it's nothing. Doesn't climb the charts much. But when you got, musicians out there that are putting their music on SoundCloud now, you know what I mean? They're blowing up quickly, you know what I mean? Because everybody's checking out this SoundCloud, and they see all the new artists, and there's pictures of the artist, and there's connections to or links to their Instagram, their Twitter, their Facebook, their YouTube channels. You know what I mean? This is what's helping people really explode now, is this social media shit. So, will it be around forever? Of course. There's going to be some type of social media network that will always be out there for you to communicate with your friends, family, you know what I mean, and whatever. But when it comes to, these cats, beefing on the internet, screaming at each other, from thousands of miles away, and then eventually crossing paths, like Tekashi at the airport, and got into a fight down there, man, you know what I mean? I don't know if that was Treyway that was fighting somebody there, but because I had no idea who this dude was. I just kept hearing Treyway, and I was like, who the fuck is that? And then I seen him. And he looked like he reminded me of like Dino from the Flintstones. Now, when I see him, I think of Dino from the Flintstones, or maybe a Ninja Turtle, a young Eddie Murphy, a Big Mouth Tupac from way back in the, when Tupac was spitting and hating and fucking, getting that kind of shit. Then I see an artist, or I see a manager who's got some paper. He's got like $25 or $30 million. But his artist, Tekashi 6ix9ine, is only worth about $4.5 million. So it's true that the managers and the people at the label are going to make more money, man. Your manager is going to be fucking paid. You know what I mean? I don't know where Treyway got his money or how he had come into $22 million, or even if that was his recording of what his bank account balance was. It could have been a friend. It could have been 50. 50 might have fucked around and said, here, man, here's my number from my card, call it in and record it. Let's make motherfuckers think you're worth $25 million or $30 million. I mean, that must be pretty cool, man, to call your credit card in. Your balance is 22.4 million or 22,468,000. It tells you straight up $22,468,347.65. Dang. I don't think I want somebody to hear that. You know, I don't want to be at Walmart checking my motherfucking card and motherfucker standing next to me and hear that shit. They're gonna be like, oh, whoa, yo, dude, you got 28 million? You know, if I had $28 million, I'd be like, yeah, I got 28 million. Ain't shit. It really ain't. That's a low number, man, compared to when you see motherfuckers that's worth 250 million. You know, motherfuckers worth 400 million. Now, see, you got Anna Nicole Smith's daughter, Danielle. She's got a lot of money. You know what I mean? You can Google her net worth, and I think it's only going to say like 100 million, but like 400 million motherfucking dollars. 400 million dollars. That's what the Jacksons kids got. They split 400 between mom and the three kids. Mom got 100 million. Paris, Blanket, and fucking and the other boy. They all got it. Prince, Paris, Blanket. You know, those guys need to change their names now. Prince should just change his name to Danny. Blanket should just change his name to Hector. Or whatever race he looks like he's an Asian boy, so it should be Felipe or something like that. I don't know. What's an Asian name? Wang Shong or something like that. So, and then Paris, well, then she can just keep her name. Or she looks like a Kelly. Paris looks like a Kelly. Blanket looks like an Asian man. Prince looks like a Danny. Wow. Hey, shit, Prince looks like a Danny. But anyway, so we got a tour bus that 18 people died in. 2 on the ground, dead. We got Kid Boo, Trippie Red, Tekashi 6ix9ine, Gucci Man, and a few other rappers that are claiming to be cloned. And I guess they're all from Clone-Aid. If that's even the name of the cloning facility. Clone-Aid. Clone me. That's what I'm talking about. Clone me. I can do some cloning. Or I would like to be cloned. There's no need to clone me. What the fuck's the sense in cloning me? I tell you what, clone me, leave the clone, or leave me. No, let me roll and let the clone stay here. So my clone can stay here and continue to do his thing with the comedy, you know, the videotaping of Chinny and all the other funny shit that, you know, I find funny. Some people don't. And I put up on my YouTube channel and just let the clone, you know, go to Florida and paint houses. If I even go there. My boy ain't talked to me in 3 days. He mad because I told him to shut up. I ain't trying to hear about where the fuck I'm going to be living at. You want me to paint houses? I'm coming to Florida to paint houses. That's all you need to be concerned with. Tough love. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say, man. I still ain't heard nothing from him, and I ain't going to reach out to him. Fuck all that, man. I mean, I ain't about all that shit. I'm going to go make money. That's it, man. You put that to the side, it's all good to go. Don't worry about nothing else. Just paint houses. Make your money. Make our shit look good, JD. And we got you. Give me a call when you're done. We got your money. Wow. Who's my one viewer? Who stuck around long enough to watch me? And talk to me. What do you want to talk about? I got all kinds of shit written down here. Y'all know what that is? What's that look like to you? Don't that look like some kind of structure with a roof and some pillars? What's that say? 2,174 feet. You guys know what that is? If you don't, I'll explain it to you. What if I told you that 6 miles off the Malibu coastline, 1,700 feet, 1,740 something feet, I think it's as deep as the World Trade Centers or something, maybe even deeper. I think you could stand 2 World Trade Centers on top of each other. And that's where this anomaly is. All right, so you go 6 miles off the Malibu coastline and almost 2 miles, well, almost 2,000 feet. I think it says 1,700 and something feet from the surface of the water to the top of this structure. Now, I'm going to tell you 2 of my theories on what I believe this object or this structure is that really has got a weird shape to it. If you look at the aerial view from Google Earth down on top of it, you remember what a guitar pick looked like? You know, like a guitar pick, you know what I'm saying? Not as pointed as a guitar pick, but pretty, you know, close to it. Check it out. There's something else I want to show you too, because I know you're going to want to go look at the photograph of it on Google Earth. And like I said, ain't nothing on there been altered or changed. But I just want to draw something here right quick because this is really, you know, really interesting. But when you look down at the top of this thing, and this would be the top of it. When you look at the top of this thing, it looks like a roof on top of a building on the bottom of on the ocean bed floor of the ocean here in Santa Monica. The ocean bed floor, mountain, all the way up. You come all the way up, and then you hit flat. And then that flat takes you all the way into the shoreline of Santa Monica. So you've got a flat Santa Monica Bay, and then you've got a drop. Go straight down to the ground, or to the ocean floor. When you Google this, I want you to Google underwater UFO base in Malibu images. And take a look at that. And tell me what you think, man. Post your comments below and give me a thumbs up on this video for those that are watching. If there anybody watching, give me a thumbs up. And subscribe to my channel, man. Spread the word to your friends. Share the video. I can't share it. Let me see if I can share it on anything. I can't even share it. I can go here. Yeah, I can. I can go direct. I'm going to be off here for a second. Alright. So, I just sent out an invite to a few people. Couple celebrities. Trippie Red, Tekashi 6ix9ine, Boscow 100, and a couple other people. Even a doctor that subscribed or started following me. So I just reached out to Instagram. You know what I mean? I just sent it out there. Let a few of my friends know that they could join me live right here in this live stream so we can talk about this gangbanger downtown who I got shook. I think I shook him more than what Dad shook him. Straight up. I think the reason why I shook him is because you can understand me. I can't understand a motherfucking word this brother's saying. All I hear is blood this and blood that. Yo, blood. You know what I'm saying, blood? Yo, blood. Yo, blood. Yo, blood. You know what I'm saying, blood? I mean, it's really ridiculous, to be honest with you. It's fucking insane. But what I'm talking about here is cloning. You know what I mean? You know, we got some rappers, man, that are claiming to be cloned, and I think people need to take interest into this because if it was fake and everybody knows it's fake, why would you continue to talk about being cloned? I'm a second generation or a third generation clone. You know what I mean? That's what I am. And bullshit. What the fuck? Okay, so if you're a clone, can you do me a favor? Tell me where your fucking clone is? Or where is the real motherfucking Gucci man at? I mean, where is Kid Boo at? He said he don't know. I was laughing my ass off when I saw it. You know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck? Seriously? Seriously. So, And then, of course, we can talk about, Boscow 100 down here. I have no idea who he is. I reached out to him one time. He told me to DM him. I DM'd him and he didn't respond. That's a smack in my face. And then I said, then I commented about his $15,000 worth of chains around his neck, and I busted his balls on his chains, and he killed his live feed. He didn't even want to talk anymore. I had him so fucking mad. And I'm not looking for no trouble with anyone. I just wanted to get an exclusive interview with a real gang member or former gang member out here. And Boscow 100 is who I kept seeing all over Instagram. So that's why I reached out to him. But apparently one of his homeboys hit me up and said, yo, man, he ain't going to be fucking with you. I said, that's okay. I ain't asked him to fuck with me. All I asked him to do was give me an exclusive. I'll come downtown. I want to interview you. I want to talk about what's going on between Daz and yourself. And I want to see what all the hype is all about, man. And I want to put it on my YouTube channel. And if I can get 1 million views on it, I will bless the guy. I will put some paper in his fucking pocket. That's what I'm all about. You help me, I'll help you. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours back. Simple as that, man. And that's all that's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do what everybody else is doing out here, and that's gain some subscribers, talk about some interesting shit, you know what I mean? Bring it to you 100%. Try to touch base with other vloggers, people that's in the public eye. And that's it, man. And brush and rub elbows with people, man. You know what I mean? We all can help each other out when it comes to this social media. And I need more help than anybody, man. I need to get 1,000 subscribers, and I need to get them quickly. You know what I mean? So I don't want to go do something stupid, you know what I mean, to gain those 1,000 subscribers. I don't want to run out there and fuck around and climb a building, you know what I mean, or fucking climb up on a sign and stay up there for 2 hours like Vitali did, you know what I mean, just to become a famous individual on social media. I don't need all that, man. I'm already, in the public eye. People already know who the fuck I am. You know what I mean? I've been in this wrestling business for 20 motherfucking years. You know what I mean? I am one of the most craziest people that you're ever going to meet when it comes to this business that hasn't been given that push other than what I've gotten since I've landed here in Los Angeles, California. And now being one half of the Underground Empire Wrestling Tag Team Champions, I'm loving every fucking minute of it. And this Saturday in the Valley at the VFW on Lancashire Boulevard, I'm plugging it, Hellbound, Underground Empire Wrestling presents Hellbound. We are going to get fucking nutty this Saturday night. So I just wanted to plug that real quick. For anybody out there that enjoys, hardcore wrestling, regular wrestling, I mean, not everybody is, is extreme. I mean, we got some cats, man, that can wrestle their asses off. We're just the brawlers, man. We're the bullies and the gangbangers of the motherfucking business. We're the ones that go out there and we get into the street fights. You know what I mean? We grab the weapons up, man. We bust your ass with whatever we can get our hands on. You know what I mean? So, that's what I do. So if you want to see me in action, you come check me out this Saturday night at the VFW on Lancashire Boulevard. And there ain't but one of them up there in the Sun Valley that I know of on Lancashire. And, it's past, what's the name? Think of the name of the street that you cross over right before you get to the VFW. But anyway, it's not important. So, I'll post more information about it when I'm able to get back on my Facebook wall, which will be Friday, the day before the show. So in the meantime, I have to come to you people this way or Instagram. And I don't get the viewers on Instagram like I do on Facebook or I do here on my YouTube channel. I mean, there's times where I'll get on, man, and I'll look when I'm done, and it'll say 175 views. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, why didn't 175 people stick around? Why can't we get that number right there, you know what I mean, up to like fucking a couple hundred? You know what I mean? So apparently, I'm not too fucking important. So maybe I do need to do something extreme, you know what I mean, that's going to get me more viewers and more recognition on this fucking YouTube channel. Because let me tell you something, man. Being homeless absolutely sucks. Being lost in the sauce absolutely sucks. Not trying to, trying to figure out exactly where I'm going to go and what I'm going to do absolutely sucks. I mean, all I want is a job, whether I'm working personal security for somebody, and I would be a badass motherfucking bodyguard for whoever. If you need one out here, fuck all that agency bullshit. Get a hold of me. My number's right there on my YouTube channel, I believe, or it's even in my bio or my information on my Facebook. You know what I mean? I'll put it out there right now. 310-936-5077. My name is JD, man. You know what I mean? And I ain't no fucking joke. Give me a call. You know what I mean? Maybe you got some work for me. Maybe I can do something for you. You feel me? So don't hesitate to leave a message. I'm going to see it. Whatever you fucking put up, I'm going to see it. You know? I get nobody conversating here. You know what I mean? I don't even know who the fuck it is that's watching me. But at least I got a viewer. Somebody cares. No, but I know the girls will be on there. It'll get viewed later on. You know what I mean? So... But who wants to watch an hour? You know what I mean? I don't. I don't think I've ever sat down and watched somebody's 1 hour stream. Unless I'm driving. I've got nothing else better to do. Ain't shit on the radio that I feel like listening to. So I'm going to turn up my Bluetooth speaker and I'm going to put JD up on my windshield. And I'm going to listen to what it is he's talking about. Say like I said, I'm not in no hurry to get off. But I do want people to check that out, though, man. Check out that Anomaly, man. Now, let me voice my opinion on it. Let me get back to it, because I know I was on it and I got off because I started talking about something else, and somebody might have been like, yo, what the fuck? What's your opinion or what's your views about the Anomaly sitting at the bottom of the ocean bed here in Santa Monica? All right? Well, I'm going to tell you exactly what I feel as though that is. Before the great floods. Now, I'm going back to the biblical times. I'm talking about the Bible and what it says in the Bible. All right? I'm going to do a little bit of some science here for you. A little bit of facts on the whole, earth being flooded. You know what I mean? We're talking water that was above the Antarctic and North Pole. So the whole, all land mass was covered by water, from what it says in the book. The whole fucking planet at one time was just a ball of water. I mean, if that's what you believe when you read the book, that the whole entire planet, it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. So for basically 40 straight fucking days of nothing but rain, right? 5 weeks, it rained, never stopped. Downpour, downpour, downpour. Now you've got the water rising above the level that it was before it started raining. So let's just say, and I'm going to draw a picture here for you, all right? This is a side view of what I'm going to show you. All right, so let's just say that this flat right here is where PCH is right now. All right, I'm drawing this and then I'll show you. All right. Then you go down and you got flat ocean. Then you go down to a floor. All right, so from here, this is all water. All right, this is PCH. All right, this is the land, California. All right, so the highway would be here. This would be beach. Then this would be your Santa Monica Bay. Right. This would be your water. This is all water. Here's your water. All right. There's a depth level from here to the floor, and I think it might be 30, 40 feet, 50 feet, maybe 100 feet deep out there, if it's even that deep. All right, and then of course you got the edge of the ground. And this is kind of what it looks like. All right, so we're going to talk about this section right here. We're going to go right here, and I'm going to explain to you, what this is going to be right here. So at the bottom of this ocean bed floor is, like I said, there's a structure down there, all right, that's got 6 viewable pillars that are 600 feet tall with 100-foot basins at the bottom, okay? This wall that sits on top of those pillars is 1.5 miles or 2.5 miles wide. I think it's 1.5 miles wide, 2.5 miles long. That's pretty. That's 2 Dover Down International racetracks put together. That's Daytona opened up. Take the whole track, just open it straight up. All right. That's how large this fucking rooftop is that's sitting on the bottom of the ocean. Now, when you go down to the ocean floor, you see this structure. Now, I want you to take away the water. All right? All the water that's from PCH or from Santa Monica Bay all the way down to there. That's 1,714 feet, I believe. From the top of the ocean to the rooftop of that anomaly that sits down at the bottom of the ocean. All right? So if you believe in the Bible, in the floods, then you're going to see this picture I'm getting ready to paint for you. Let's just say, well, no, we're not going to say. The water receded after the flood. You know what I mean? So when Noah was in the ark and it was floating on the water, and as the water receded, the ark eventually rested on the side of Mount Ararat, and then there was apparently an earthquake years later, and it shook the ground, and it broke the top part of the ark away from the bottom part of the ark. So the bottom part of the ark, which would be the hull and all that stuff of it, it slides down this fucking mountain. Maybe an avalanche carried it, or it just slides down this mountain and it comes away from the place or whatever. So if you go back to the Bible and you know that it rains for, you know what I mean? Your fucking ice starts melting up in the fucking North Pole and the South Pole. It's going to cause the waters to rise. So when they do recede, you've got all that melted ice that melted. You got all that fucking rain. So when it finally receded, it filled up that whole entire Santa Monica Bay. It filled up the ocean area out there. So before this flood, there's this structure that sits on top of these pillars with a hole that goes into the earth. So if you take a look at it, you can tell that there's an entrance there and you can go in it. So let's just go back 10,000 years, or well, basically whatever the flood, whenever the flood took place. Can't really have a date. There's really not a date for when the flood took place. You know what I mean? It's just written in the Bible that God told Noah to build a fucking ark and get a bunch of animals in there, a male, female, and be ready because it's going to come, and it's going to come with a vengeance. So now you've got this structure, and this is before the great flood. This is before the rains. This is when the ocean water was down there. You feel me? So this is showing you that the Bible is true. The flood is apparently true, because if it wasn't true, then we wouldn't see what we see now. We would be down there observing that structure as an ancient monument, something that tourists would be going to see. Wow, look at this fucking massive place. I mean, could you imagine standing in front of two pillars that are 600 feet tall with 100-foot basins and a gigantic fucking hole in between these two pillars that goes into the earth back before the floods, before Noah? I mean, think about it, man. Caveman days. That's the prime super cave for whatever was here and living here before we, as Americans, believe in the Indians and Christopher Columbus and, you know, everybody finding America. Something was here on this West Coast before all that, because that's a man-made structure. If it's not a man-made structure on the bottom of the ocean, then it is definitely from another world. Now I will take you into the whole theories of it being alien connected. We're going to wipe out the whole Bible shit, all right, as far as the flood. We're going to take it to another level here. Let's just say my theory's wrong and the waters weren't below that structure at one time. That would really put a deep depth in the water on this planet down to that level. So let's just say in 1949, when the Roswell incident took place, that this could possibly be an entrance into our planet where there could be a whole nother world inside of this world that's aliens from another universe, world, wherever, that are here. And they're damn good at what they do because they know damn well that we ain't going to make anything that's going to go down there and into that hole. As a oceanographer, as someone who wants to explore the depths of the oceans, would you do it? Would you get into a sub and would you go down there and would you try to go into that fucking cave? Now, do we have a man-made sub? Does the Navy have a sub that can go down 2,000 feet into water? I just want to know. I mean, I know the pressure is insane down there. All right, so that means there's a lot of water weight on top of this roof that's sitting on top of these pillars. Now, these pillars probably go into the mud. For all we know, it could be, I mean, there's 6 pillars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That we, okay? And then setting on these pillars is a wall, is a rooftop. You know what I mean? That's humongous. All right, so for all we know, there's pillars just like this, and I'm going to fuck you all up when you see this. When you see this right here that I'm drawing, you're really going to be like, whoa. And then when I tell you why it's possible that this can happen, it's really going to blow your mind. All right? So we see 6 pillars. All right? We see 6. Those 3 there. All right? Here's where the mud is. Right? And then all this right here is just a flat rooftop, and then everything around it is just weird looking. If you look at the Google images, it does look like it's photoshopped. It looks like somebody has put together this anomaly and stuck it on Google Earth, and somehow they hacked into Google Earth and they put this there to fuck with the whole entire world. To really make us believe that this fucking structure is every bit of an alien base that's underwater. All right. Now, here's another thing that I'm going to fuck you up on. All right. If you fill up your sink in the kitchen, and like I said, I'm talking about everything under the sun today. You know what I mean? I'm going to sit here and just stream for a while. Matter of fact, how much battery power I got? 62%? It's time to plug in. It's time to plug in. It's time to plug in so we can charge up while I run my mouth. All right. Bang. So, we've got this humongous wall sitting on top, or this roof sitting on top of these pillars. If you take your sink and you fill it up full of water, I want you to take a bowl. Take one of your bowls, biggest bowl you got. Let that water settle. Even do it in your bathtub if you want. Take the bowl and lay it on top of the water upside down, to where the bottom of the bowl is in your hands. Lay it flat, and then I want you to slowly push that bowl, a clear plastic bowl, and inside the bowl, take a piece of tape, and then take a feather or a piece of string, and let that piece of tape hold it to the bottom of the bowl, and let that thing dangle. All right? I want you to take the bowl and set it in the water and push her all the way down to the bottom where the drain is. All right? You'll notice that through the bowl where the drain is, there's a little bit of water in the drain area, but there's nothing inside the bowl because the bowl is completely level, pushing down on top of the still water, a nice calm ocean. No waves way out there, just calm water. If you set that down in a sink all the way down to the bottom, you're going to have a pocket of air inside that fucking bowl. Now, you can't breathe it all. You can breathe the air that's in there, but once it's gone, there's no more air. But it's still a pocket there because until you turn that bowl sideways to allow that air bubble to leak out and water to come in, you've got a secure rooftop that's 500 feet tall. This is 500 feet. Yeah, not 50 feet, 500. I think that's a 500-foot, and these are 600-foot pillars. I could be wrong. This could be, that might, I have to go back and look at it again. That might be 50 feet high, sitting on top of 600-foot tall pillars. That could be right. 50 feet is pretty big. That's big enough for what I'm going to tell you is inside this thing. So you've got this. Now here I'm going to use this rubber thing as an example. All right. Look at this. Just take a look at this right here. I want you to see this. All right. You see how that folds right up? I mean, pops right out.